This is on mange, restarting, and this is for the week of 5, 6, and 3, 2, 1. This week on Pet Tips on Eagle Country 106.3, mange. I'm already starting to itch. Good morning, doctor.
Good morning. And we do this talk probably at least once a year, and I'll preface it like I always do. Put away the burnt motor oil. Right now, you. At home, I see you. Put it away. Okay, so basically, mange, when we talk about mange in dogs, we're talking about a skin disease, okay? And it's caused by mites. Now, there's two kinds that we typically see, or the two most common that we see in dogs, is red mange or demodectic mange, which is the proper name, although red mange is a little easier to see. And the other one is dog scabies or sarcoptic mange. Now, they're two completely different issues, okay? Red mange or demodectic mange, when you have that is a hereditary transmission, which means mom or dad had the genetic genes for this disease and they passed it on to the babies. It's what we call vertical transmission. It runs through the generations, okay? That's contrasted with dog scabies, which is communicable. Now, the good news is you can tell a little bit because usually early on, red mange is not very itchy. Whereas dog scabies is intensely itchy. So there's a good differentiation with that, and there's tests that we do to determine which is which. Now, if you have a puppy with red mange, okay, and you purchased that dog to breed, then you're going to be very sadly disappointed because we do not recommend breeding dogs with red mange, okay, or demodectic mange, because it is heritable, and there's a high likelihood that a large percentage of the offspring will have it. So we consider that kind of an unethical thing if you are breeding. Sure. And now it's not the veterinarian's job to be the mange police, okay? But if you are breeding them, that's a less than reputable thing to do. So if you got a red mange, if you have a puppy that has demodectic mange, you bought it for the purpose from the breeder to breed, you probably need, as soon as you find out, you need to let the breeder know, because then you're not going to be able to use that puppy for the intended purpose. Now, for scabies, that's communicable, and once you treat it, it's cleared and no offspring will have any issues with that. Now, the good news about dog scabies, it's easily treated and it's usually taken care of in just a couple of treatments. Bad news is it is highly communicable from dog to dog and possibly communicable to people. So we sometimes will get rashes. So if you develop a rash with dog scabies, you need to let your physician know and let them treat it accordingly. Now, demodectic mange takes a little longer. Okay, that takes anywhere from 1 to 2 months worth of therapy to get it completely gone. And I would say 90% of them, after they've been through the therapy, will be completely cleared. There are 10% that require a few extra months of therapy, and in very rare instances, like 1% of the population or 1% of the cases, we'll see ongoing issues later on in life. But usually it's a pretty straightforward treatment. So if you got patchy hair loss, with or without itchiness, with or without flakiness, think mange, put away the burnt motor oil, and bring them into your veterinarian and get them checked.
And we'll be back right after this message.